Welcome into the Thanksgiving edition of IDP Plus Bets College Football. We are here to gobble up some money this week for the college football season. We are on week 14 and we can't wait to get into it. Let's make some money. All right, welcome. It is good to have you in this week 14, Thanksgiving week. A lot to be thankful for this season. We have won just about everything that we've done player prop wise. I mean, the record there, I think we've only missed 2 weeks of the entire season out of roughly 11. So that's like 9-2. That's really, really good. And we've done some good things this season. So I can't wait to get into it. Let's start with the lock of the week. We are going to get right into that. It is Clemson money line minus 130. Now, Clemson has played some weird games this season. We've lost, I think, a parlay by betting the spread with them, but they need to beat South Carolina this week to get into the college football playoff and to keep their hopes alive for the ACC championship. South Carolina, while they are technically alive for the college football playoff, I don't necessarily think that they're not going to get to the SEC championship. They're kind of if they win this game, they definitely have a case to get into that last spot. But Clemson has a lot more to lose here than South Carolina does. So I think South Carolina is going to come in and they're going to play a heck of a game. But I think Dabo Sweeney is going to have Clemson playing at a different level, and they have to win this game to maybe get to the ACC championship, and they definitely have to win this game to get to the college football playoffs. So I think Clemson's going to throw everything but the kitchen sink at South Carolina this week. I think that while I understand the spread being or the money line being minus 130 right now, I think that they should be a little bit higher favorites. I think this is a miss on Vegas's part, and we're going to take advantage of that. So, first pick is lock of the week Clemson money line minus 130. All right, let's hop into the lot or the player prop of the week. We are on fire with these. We're not going to go touchdown this week. We've been doing touchdowns, which have just been cleaning up. We're going to go yards this week, and we're going to go to Carnell Tate, the wide receiver 2 on, well, I guess technically wide receiver 3 on Ohio State. 50 plus yards, minus 135. He's hit that over in 4 out of the last 5 games. The one game was a blowout that he didn't, so there wasn't really any need, but he is a long ball receiver. I think playing against Michigan this week, the game, they are going to lock down Jeremiah Smith, and that's going to allow Carnell Tate and Emeka Ibuka to feast. And Carnell Tate, the way he's been playing this season, he only needs 2 catches to get to 50 yards. He's really good at the 28-yard pass. So I'm not really worried about 50 plus. This is minus 135. I think you're not even gonna be sweating this one. I think we're gonna have this by halftime, and we're you're not even gonna be worrying about it in the second half. You're gonna be wondering what bets you can put in further at this point because I think it's such a lock. So Carnell Tate minus 135 for 50 plus yards against Michigan this weekend. Game's at home for Ohio State too, so I don't see why we can't hit that pretty easily. All right, last bet of the week is a parlay, but I've got a reason behind it. It's plus 266. It's a 2-pick same game parlay on the Miami Syracuse game. I have Miami to win by 11 and the over of 67 and a half. That's plus 266 right now. Look, Miami has to win this game. However, Syracuse on the road just spells points. Miami has a very bad defense against this exact thing, and Kyle McCord for Syracuse likes to throw the ball. And I think that it's going to be a, back and forth punch fest in the beginning of the game, and then Miami's going to pull away late. They've done that like almost every week. At least these last couple weeks they've been doing this. So I think this is going to be another one of those opportunities, and Miami's going to stamp their way into the ACC championship with this win. I'm not, again, this one, it seems concerning because 67 is a lot of points. I mean, you have to win basically 35 to 34 for this to hit. And I get that, but I think that this is going to be a punch. One person takes a punch, another one takes a punch, and suddenly we're sitting at 42 to 38 or something. And it's going to be, big spread. So I actually think that 67.5 is going to go up. So I would jump on that now while everybody's feasting on the Friday games. And you can get that number now because I think we're going to get up to at least 68, maybe 69 by the time it's all said and done for this spread in this game. Okay, so let's go over those again real quick. We have the lock of the week, Clemson, minus 130, money line. Don't overthink this. Clemson needs the game more than South Carolina. I don't think Dabo Swinney wants to drop this because if they drop this, they're out completely. It's over, and they're not going to get back. So they have to win this game to keep up with SMU and Miami to get into the playoff. Bet number 2, we have the player prop of the week is Carnell Tate, a wide receiver for Ohio State, 50-plus yards, minus 135. Don't really think we're going to have to be sweating this one much. I do think this is going to happen pretty soon in this game. I do think Michigan's game plan is going to be to take away Jeremiah Smith, who we have been, eating off his plate most of the season, but we're going to switch to his teammate Carnell Tate to take us the rest of the way here with that 50-plus yards. So easy peasy, lemon squeezy. If you want to go up even higher, I would say like 70 yards is probably a good play at plus money because I don't think they're going to let Jeremiah Smith catch the ball in Michigan. I think they're going to let Carnell Tate eat. So, yep, minus 135 though, lock of the week for player prop. And then on to the same game parlay that I'm going to leave you with. It's plus 266. It is Miami minus 10.5 over Syracuse. Parlayed with the over at 67.5 for the football game. Again, this is going to be a slobber knocker, I guess, as they call it back in the olden times. I think that both these teams are going to keep up with each other, and they're both going to be firing on all cylinders. So can't wait to watch that one. I think it's going to be a really good game, that Saturday afternoon game. All right, that's all I got for you this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate all the coverage, all the mentions on Twitter, everything, DMs, anything you got, come mention it. Put it in the YouTube. YouTube is IDP Plus, so please come in there. We enjoy having any comments or any, helpful hints or advice or anything for it. So we appreciate all that, and have a nice day.
Thank you for watching the IDP Plus YouTube network. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Be sure to tap the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload new content.